Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. I've got my grocery list ready to go. Went through my digitals and found some of the digitals didn't come off. I can use them again. So we're going to get more pineapple. There's all kinds of really good coupons that didn't go off. So we're going to get a few more things to stock up for winter. I really like that, especially like the Dole pineapple one. That was a great one. So we're going to get another 2 cans of Dole pineapple to see if that works. I'm looking at just a lot of really good deals, and we're going to see if they work or not. This will probably be the last of the huge grocery shops that I do. You're going to see it start winding down, and as winter hits in, there's going to be less all across the board of me going. So we'll do different videos. We'll go out in the snow. We'll play with the animals. We'll do treats. We'll do all that kind of stuff. We'll do talks in the bathroom where it's the warmest room in my house in the winter. But before I go shopping, I wanted to put out this video. I told you so. I didn't know how soon that I would be saying I told you so, but I can say I told you so. There is a lot of voters' remorse out there, and Google has shown how many people have typed in, "Can I change my vote?" No, dummies, you can't. Even though you want to, and you have voters' remorse, you cannot change your vote. You voted it in, you were warned, and you didn't listen, and now we all have to suffer. And so we're all going to suffer together. Isn't that wonderful? We're all going to come together for suffering together. Our Constitution is at risk. Special education programs, the ROD program, they're going to be gone. And there was one mother who made a post about her having a child in school who needs the special education program. Well, now you realize that Donald, our, our new coming up criminal king, told his nephew that he should let his son die because he's handicapped, because he costs too much. That's the mindset of letting handicapped people die. So there's a voter's remorse, because if you have special education needed in your household, it's gone. And so that Trump voter is now realizing that their child is not going to get the special education that they need in the school program. Okay? So that's voters' remorse, right? Dummy. Okay, so there's other voters that are saying, well, I didn't realize they were going to go against the Constitution. That's been the plan the whole time. And so now our criminal king has this court jesters of unqualified people in positions because they're loyalists. Now, do you understand how that's against the Constitution? Well, probably not. But when you are loyal to a king over the Constitution in this country, then you're a traitor to the Constitution, right? Dummies. You voted for it. I'm seeing veterans who are posting and talking about how they did not realize that their situation would be made worse by the cuts to the administration, the Veterans Administration. You voted for it, dummy. There are people who said, well, we know that the economy was going to be better, but now we're finding out that actually tariffs are bad for us, and that this is going to allow corporate greed to begin again. You voted for it. dummy. So there is a lot of voters' remorse out there. And I think even in the Latino community, there were posts. They didn't realize that they were going to be deported because they voted for Trump. Dummies, you have voter remorse? A lot of voter remorse. You know, kind of like buyer's remorse. Well, you bought into it, into the facade. You didn't buy into what was actually going to happen when this went through. You voted for it. And we're all going to live it together. The thing is that us who did not vote for Trump listened, read, educated ourselves on exactly what was going to happen with each one of these points of interest that was part of the election campaign. So most of us are mentally prepared for what's going to happen. Many people who voted Trump will have horrible economic situations going on. And that's sad. But you know what? You voted for it. And what's even more striking is that a lot of people who did not vote for Trump, well, most of them, will be in better financial shape than those who voted Trump. Even though we will still be going through the same pain together, some of us won't have as much pain because we realized what was going on. Now, the Constitution being dismantled, and you're still calling yourself a patriot. No, you're just a dummy. You're not a patriot if you want the Constitution to be dismantled. And all of these clowns that are in place could care less about you. It's all about their position, their money. It has nothing to do with what's best for the United States of America. But you voted it, and we're all going to live it together. But there's a lot of voters' remorse out there. Well, you voted it, and you can't change your vote. And I find that absolutely amazing when I saw that. When I saw the stats of how many people typed in, can I change my vote? Well, that shows me, number one, how dumb people are. Okay? When you go along with a group and you don't look at the reality of what actually is going to happen, and you just go along because you think, oh yeah, I'm with the group. Well, you're in a group, all right. You're in the group of voters' remorse. So maybe this will wake you up. Maybe it will, because I know that from what I've seen, that the criminal king and his court jesters, they don't care about you. They do not care about you. They're going to line their pockets. They're going to take our economy and take it down into the ground. And then what? Like every other time, like Trump ran our economy into the ground, and it looks good. And people say, well, it's just propped up with sticks and toothpicks and Q-tips or whatever the heck they talk about. Well, that's a lie. And you all believed it, but you're going to be hurting more. So we're all going to live this together. You can't change your vote. You have voters' remorse. You're now seeing the ins and outs of the things that are going to affect you because you are too stubborn to read and understand what other people were trying to educate you with. So if you have voters' remorse, too bad. Too bad. You've caused this on all of us. And to that, I have to say, I told you so. I just overshot my coffee. Bye, y'all. Hugs from a distance. I gotta go shopping.